Well, I hate to do it in the middle of someone's
He's
thought,
fine.
and then they're yelling at me.
I don't look like that.
I know, just kidding. Chemo's yelling at me.
Kimo doesn't care.
Hawaii thing, whoa, it's a Hawaii thing.
Welcome to It's a Hawaii Thing. How's it going? You got Lanai, and that's our disco
Hi.
queen, Brooke Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, she is ready for action.
Yes.
If our disco ball ever goes down at Scarlet, we are hiring
your
you.
girl.
Yeah. You want to stand up and show the whole outfit
Nope.
before we begin?
Nope.
Show everybody the whole outfit.
Nope.
Come
Google
on.
it.
All right. What brand is it?
Ted Baker.
All right. I love Ted Baker.
You don't know Ted Baker.
I know Ted Baker. They got men's clothing in Ala Moana. Come on
Okay.
now. I got a couple shirts from him. I even got shoes from Ted Baker.
Okay.
And I think I had a wallet from Ted Baker.
Do you actually wear them?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, not around you, but I do. Our guest today is a good friend of yours, isn't he?
Yes, we're besties.
He was on Project Runway.
Yes, he was.
He's an author.
Now he runs Project Runway. Okay.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Verreos. How you doing, Nick?
Hi, woohoo! Hey!
I
How are
love
you
your
guys?
informal background of your, is this just the west wing of your house? What are we looking at here?
Beautiful.
This is the foyer.
Oh,
so
got
yes,
it.
If you guys are noticing in my background, you might think that my house, I actually have a costume exhibition at my house.
Yeah.
That's Project Runway right there.
It is, in a
Nick,
nutshell.
Nick, are you? I'm glad you got dressed up for us today.
He always is like
Yeah,
that.
can you stand up? Are you wearing shorts?
No, I'm actually,
No, he's head to toe.
Are you head to
no,
toe?
I'm wearing jeans.
He's
actually.
Venezuelan. He's Venezuelan. They're head to
Good
toe.
job, Nick. Nick, tell everybody what you do with Project Runway.
Well, originally, many years ago, back in the dinosaur days, I was
Many.
on the show on Project Runway in season 2, and now cut to Lordy. That was 2005. So I'm not really good at math. What is that, Brooke?
Let's not put a number on it.
Okay,
Let's just say
long
it's
time
a
ago.
long time.
Now I, along with my partner David, we're consulting producers for the show, for the
Nice.
entire Project Runway show. So it's a wonderful full circle moment to be
That's amazing.
a former contestant and now be working behind the scenes. And let me just be honest, I'd rather be working behind the scenes
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
consulting producer than going back there
Where is-
sewing away.
Where is it shot at?
Say that again?
Where is it shot at?
It's shot in Brooklyn. We actually shoot in New York.
Okay.
And we've been shooting these last couple seasons. We've been shooting at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And so,
Nice.
yeah, we filmed back east. And these last couple of times was in the summer. And let me just tell you that the summer in Brooklyn ain't cute.
No.
It is hot.
Muggy.
It is humid,
Yeah.
muggy.
Yeah.
It's not Hawaii muggy,
No.
which is like, okay,
Yeah.
that's bearable, but this
Yeah.
is like a whole other level. And then
Yeah.
of course in the middle of the day the thunderstorms come.
How come you guys don't shoot like in a cold month or a winter?
Well, we actually did one time. We did shoot, and of course then Lanai, we shoot in the winter. And think about it, New York winters, it was a snowstorm. So
Right,
it's like
yeah.
the two extremes.
Yeah.
You rarely get like, oh, it's 68 degrees
Yeah,
and balmy.
Right.
Let's shoot in October. Let's move it to October.
Let's just move it to Hawaii is
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
can do
saying.
that too.
Yeah, that would be
Right?
wonderful.
Have they ever discussed about moving it around to different states, or is it too expensive?
No, they did one season. What happened was it's always been in New York. And then I believe it was season 6. They came to Los Angeles. And that was because Heidi Klum could not make it. I hope I'm not giving any dish. I think this is out
Dish
there
away.
in the webosphere. But Miss Heidi could not make it out to New York. And so we had to sort of shoot around her schedule. And so she wanted to stay in Los Angeles and the West Coast, et cetera, et cetera. So they filmed in LA the entire season. But Brooklyn, it was escándalo. All the fans
Escándalo.
were like, oh, yeah. There was sort of like East Coast snobbery, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't believe they went to LA, like it's supposed to be about New York Fashion Week. And I can't believe they went to LA. The funny thing is now, cut to so many years later, LA is literally the nucleus
Yeah.
as we all of streetwear, of fashion, all the top designers, Jeremy Scott from Moschino, Yves Saint Laurent, the brand, they all have design houses here. They come here. They all sort of get inspiration from Southern California, the streetwear, the rap, all of that. And so it's just kind of funny that back in the day, there was sort of this snobbery appeal where like they would look down on the West Coast, but now it's like they steal all the ideas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's so cool. And you got some nice teeth there.
He's obsessed with
We're going to get you a
teeth,
Crest
bro.
commercial or
He's
something.
obsessed with teeth. That's really
I'm a fan of Crest White Strips. That I
White
will
strips?
say. And even through the COVID pandemic, I answered my dentist's appointments calls. I could have said, I don't really want to.
You
Not
have to,
comfortable.
especially
But
when you get
I
older. You
did.
got to. Nick, who's your favorite designer?
Who is my favorite designer? I'm old school, and I've always been a fan of the original Yves Saint Laurent. He, back in the day when I was young and I was wanting to be a designer, that he was sort of my idol. He is the one who put, it is said that he's the one who put women in pants. He created the Le Smoking, which is the tuxedo look for women, which is so sexy and so hot.
Hold that thought, Nick. We'll continue
Yeah.
this in a minute. We've got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back.
Bringing you what matters. Viewers can receive the Star Advertiser digital full access subscription for just $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and click on subscribe. Use the code AHITHING.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. We have Nick Verreos here. Nick, am I saying your last name right?
Correct. You
right.
get 10 points for that. You don't even
Right
know how
on.
many people have
You don't even
mispronounced it. They look
know.
at the words and somehow they end up with Verreos.
Yeah.
I mean, they kill it. But let me tell you, it's funny because the original last name is Verreopoulos.
Oh, was that
'cause
Greek?
the Greek.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
it's a
right.
lot of feta cheese and spanakopita in there.
Lots.
And then when my grandfather came through Ellis Island, he said Verreopoulos, and they wrote down Verreos. So that's the story.
I think a lot of last names have been cut short and all of that. So before the break, we were talking about your favorite designer. I can never say that name. Yes, Saint
Yves
Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
Brooke, Lanai
Yves
is
Saint
gonna.
Laurent.
And he owns a drag club, so get on board. You know what I'm saying?
I think we got to give him like extra credit, frequent flyer gay
Yeah,
points
for just
that.
trying for all of that.
So I know I interrupted you, but what do you like about you're talking about putting pants on women? He was the first
Yves
to do
Saint
it.
Laurent
big
was
thing.
really the sort of the original couturier. He replaced Christian Dior when Christian Dior died. Suddenly, he replaced him, and he was in his early 20s. And so then they give him a lot of credit for creating a lot of the designs that you see now on women. He is the first to have put women in pants and then for couture, and then also transparency. It was shocking. He sent women down the runway with sheer chiffon dresses and tops where you could see everything. And nobody did that before. So he was sort of he started a lot of trends, and he is credited to be the master of couture, of haute couture, of high fashion.
Nice.
So he was really when I was starting out to be a fashion designer and studying fashion, he was really my idol. He also was credited to really being at the forefront of putting African-American models on the runway, whereas before it was just all white girls.
White women,
and he knew that these women were goddesses. And so he did that. Then after that, I think while I was at school, it was all about Versace. It was Versace.
Do you work with both of these companies?
No,
Have
I
you?
don't. No,
No,
I
but
wish.
he worked with FITM, so he is in a sense creating the next generations of these.
Tell everybody what
designers.
FITM is.
Yeah, FITM, the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, which is where I actually went to school, again, back in the dinosaur days. And then many years later, after working in the industry and starting my own line, they asked me back to teach. And so I was teaching part-time, and then it became almost full-time. So I taught at my alma mater, FIDM, and I taught pattern making, draping, sewing, sketching, all of it. And then 4 years ago, along with David, my partner in life, we were named chairpersons of the fashion design department of the entire college. So
I'm sorry, did I miss that Facebook feed? What happened? You guys are in charge of the whole thing right now?
That's
well,
awesome.
the fashion, the fashion design department. There's many departments,
Right.
obviously, but the main, the main baby of the
Right.
Fashion Institute of Design and
Because
Merchandising is
here's
the
how
fashion.
here's how we know each other. I met him at a GLAAD event.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "You're Miss Universe." I'm like, "You're probably Venezuelan." We became besties. But he had just come off of Project Runway, and everybody was quitting their jobs, and they were just like, "We're gonna go be famous." I told him, I'm like, "Didn't I say this to you, Nick?" I was like, "Keep
Yeah.
your job." I'm like, "Don't get seduced by all of the fame and fortune. Keep your job. Anything else is a side hustle, but keep your day job and fit
Nice.
him." And he did, and he worked his way up, and he still went on and became a big star. But I was like, don't believe the hype. They're all
Yeah.
gonna promise you everything, and then they're never gonna call you back. They're all about the hype, and they do not deliver. And sure enough, he was like, "I'm gonna keep teaching, and I'm gonna do all the TV stuff on the side." And now you run the joint.
That's awesome.
See?
Are you doing just women?
Broccoli is, I have to say, I remember, I don't remember what I did 2 days ago, but I remember to this day that moment at the GLAAD event. And of course, because it was Broccoli, and I was such a pageant fan, and having Broccoli Miss Universe in front of me, I literally gagged. I was like, oh! And then she was so genuine and so forthright and help. I mean, she just literally put me under her wing and arm, and she's like, "Listen, honey, let me sit you down."
Cigarette
And,
smoking. I'm like,
I'm
"This
sure
is
there was
how
some
it
head
is."
wagging, and
Yeah.
she was just like, "I can see everybody around you wants a part of you, but I don't want
Mm-hmm.
you to do this." She literally, I would say that she was one of my first mentors, especially
Oh, that's cool. She's good at that.
in this field, which was the entertainment field, which I was completely foreign
Yeah.
to. And that was one of the things, when I did Project Runway, I just thought, I was very naive. I thought, oh, I just want more women in America to see my dresses, and maybe they can buy my dresses. And as it turned out, because of the show and because what I did on the show, instantly everybody wanted me to do TV. They wanted me to talk about fashion. They wanted me to talk about the red carpet. They wanted me to go on. I mean, I traveled all around the country, and it was Brooke who pulled me
Nice.
aside.
Wait, Nick, hold on real
just
quick. We
did
got to
it.
take a quick break, all right?
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Save that thought. We'll be right back with It's a Hawaii Thing.
You're so sweet.
Long's Drugs is always here for Hawaii, providing your family with their local favorites, accessible health and wellness services to keep you safe and healthy. Make Long's a part of your day.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. We have Nick here talking about Project Runway.
We've
We're
known each
talking
other a
about
long
Brooklyn
time.
and her mentorship.
That's
and
crazy.
she actually said some kind words to you. And and what else? Just kidding.
Brooke didn't have to do that, but that just shows you who Brooke is, and
Yeah, she's a
she
protector.
was
She
real.
does that for me
She
as well.
was 100% real, and she took me aside. She did not have to do that. And let me tell you, Brooke, because of you, because of what you did, I passed it on. So now every single season, especially now as a consulting producer
Right.
for Project Runway, all the designers look up to me, and they want to ask me for advice, or they want to ask me, and all of a sudden I find myself doing the Brooke. And so
So that
I
was
thank
your
you.
Nick. That was
yeah.
was your first taste of the word aloha right there.
Yeah, it's
Right?
giving back all
Yeah,
of that.
you keep-
Yeah.
keep passing
Because that
it on.
must be weird for you to be like, I have to come up with the challenges now that used to drive me insane when I was on the show. And I'm trying not to trigger myself, but I want to make it challenging for them. But do I want to be evil or do I not want to be evil? Because I could be really evil if I wanted to.
It is an interesting position to be in as a consulting producer, because we were brought in to be the experts on anything fashion. And you
Right.
think, well, wait, it's a show about fashion, so isn't that everything? Well, it's first and foremost, it's a TV show. It's a reality competition show. So of course, there's experts who know how to film, who know how to produce, who know how to light, who know how to do all that stuff. But thank goodness that 3 seasons ago, when we started back on Bravo, they reached out to me and they said, we need you. We need you and David. We need you guys to be the fashion whisperers
Right.
and to help us with what the challenges will be, how long they will take,
Yeah.
what fabrics they need, what pattern tables, what sewing machine, anything and everything that has to do with fashion. I like to give the analogy that for Top Chef, there's a consulting producer who helps in the show in terms of like making sure they have the right ovens or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
right olive oils.
Or that
or
it's
the
real,
right,
like that they can actually pull it off and not
Right,
make
exactly.
it happen.
We don't
Yeah.
know, David and I don't know anything about cameras or
Right.
filming a TV show, but we sure as heck know about fashion.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing just women's fashion? You personally? Or do you do
Yes,
men's and
yes,
women's?
just women's fashion.
Uh-huh.
High end. Normally we were doing a lot of high end red carpet, custom gowns, and then also sell it with QVC, which is a more lower, a lower line, more accessible to women. Yes, more accessible. And and definitely I think that doing that was such a wonderful experience, because whereas with the red carpet or gowns or things like that, you sort of focus on a specific size, or when you're designing or creating wonderful gowns for people such as like Brooke Lee.
Oh, stop.
Universes.
And Katy Perry and Carrie Inaba and all these other people.
6 foot tall, size 2. And then, but for QVC, it's sort of the all woman. And so it was wonderful sort of rethinking my brain for that kind of market, that where basically I'm like, what will look good on a size 18?
Yeah.
And then design from there. And I thought that was wonderful for me.
And you guys were in London. I mean, you guys keep that market was over on the other side of the pond. I mean, they were doing really well.
Who
are some of the people that you've designed for personally?
Drop all the names.
Well,
all
besides Brooke Lee, we designed for Beyonce, Carrie Underwood, Heidi Klum, Katy Perry was a highlight as well. Just a few
Carrie
ladies.
Inaba's worn their
Oh,
things.
yeah, Carrie Inaba. She wore one of my dresses
girl.
to
We got to get
the
Karen on the
Grammys.
show.
Yeah, she went to the Grammys.
Nick, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about these books that you got. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing.
For all your money needs, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for you. Visit hificu.com.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. We have Nick hanging out with us. We're talking about fashion, and you got, how many books do you have out?
Oh my God, how many books?
You've been busy.
4 or 5?
A Passion for Fashion.
Passion
a
for
Basic
Fashion.
Guide to Pattern Drafting. What else?
Men's how to draw men's flat sketching.
Okay,
and then the pageant coloring book, of course.
Of course.
Pageant coloring book.
That's just for fun.
Really?
That's like for long flights. That's for long flights.
The first one was sort of like an autobiography, but then also giving a lot of life lessons, taking on what Brooke taught me back in the day. So that is sort of more like how I got to where I got, and how you can sort of follow along and maybe take your own path if you want to get into fashion. And the others are more instructive, having to do with pattern making, etc.
There's a lot of new fans now because of all these shows that are on television. What advice would you give to the young? My daughter just started designing bikinis. She never touched a sewing machine in her life. She's 24 now. What advice do you give to the young guys coming up designing?
Well, several, but I think the more important one is just be true to yourself.
Yeah.
And don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be everything to everybody. So the more important part is be true to yourself and really focus on that. I think when people want to, especially now, when they're buying clothing, they want to buy a part of you. What's your story? So always think of your own unique story. I think that is special.
Isn't it hard to design now because there's so much platforms to see other things, or do you not try to look at other things?
No, I think it's definitely harder. And coming from an academic point of view at FIDM, everybody now, because of fashion is everywhere. And now everybody thinks they can do fashion. They don't need to go to fashion school. They can just learn fashion on YouTube, watching my YouTube videos. And so it's difficult where I think it's so overexposed that everybody thinks that they can do it, but you still do need that framework, that foundation,
the basics.
And so I think that's an important thing, and then also to stop and not necessarily get engulfed by the Instagram and by all those images on Instagram, for sure. Pick up a book.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe
get a point of view.
I know you're in a different category as streetwear, but what do you think the whole Kanye West thing?
I have to say streetwear. I love streetwear.
Yeah.
And I love what it's done to the industry and how it's literally changed especially all the high-end brands. So when you used to think of Balenciaga or Louis Vuitton,
Yeah, now you think of hip-hop.
you didn't think of $800 sneakers
Yeah.
or hoodies.
Yeah.
And look what it's done to the high end. And you can say that also about activewear, surfwear. When you talk about Hawaii, like the influence that you guys in the islands, as well as us in Southern California, what we've done now to Paris and Milan is out of control.
Huge. It's huge. Yeah,
Huge.
I think the hip hop world has really done good for a lot of different things, like champagne made it cool. Fashion made it cool.
Sorry.
You got some gifts for him?
Yeah,
now?
I got gifts.
Well,
we're
you want to
wrapping
say
up.
bye already?
Well, we're wrapping up, buddy.
I know. Go ahead. What are you going to give him?
We got
some
swag.
nice parting gifts for you.
It's not an Emmy suite.
Brooke, tell him what he's
but
won.
You're getting some pigeonmoji.com. You get $25. You can go get some t-shirts. Hawaiian Chip Company's a new sponsor. You'll get your Maui Taro chips you like so much. We got macadamia and Menihuni Max. You love those.
We've never had anybody ooh and ah for their gifts. I like it.
88 tees. We got you some cute shirts. And because you and David share the same sizes, y'all can share the shirt.
And you got them pink.
Can I wear the shirt and take a picture and put it on Instagram?
Please, yes, and tag us.
Yes.
Tell everybody what your Instagram is, Nick.
My Instagram is my name, Nick Verreos, Nick, V as in Victor, Erreos.
All right, make sure you follow It's a Hawaii Thing.
Thank you to all our
Yes.
sponsors.
And Lanai. Wait, I'm going to find you right now.
Because he's going to want you to follow him back. You don't have to. Don't feel
Oh,
obligated.
no, I will. I got my phone right here. I'm going to see.
Boy, I
Hold
thought you
on.
were
Pigeon
a supporter of mine, but not
Moji is
anymore.
one of our sponsors too. They have these wonderful, you know how you love these fortune
I
cookies.
do.
They got the pigeon, slang words in there too, so you can learn another language while you're eating.
Great. I
The,
could be
Congratulations on everything that you're doing. Awesome job. And keep going, man. Keep sharing with
And
the
we'll
world
see you in
all your
Hawaii.
talents. And make sure you guys follow him on Instagram. Are you on Facebook too?
On Facebook too,
On
my name as
Facebook,
well.
too.
I'm coming to Hawaii. I'm going to stalk you guys.
You
Come and
have
see
to
us.
come.
Make sure you check out the extended version on YouTube.
We're gonna swear in Spanish.
We'll see you guys next time. Ahui ho for watching. Aloha. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing, the long version, extended version, extra version.
There you go, buddy.
Extra version, olive oil. With Brooke Lee, I'm Lanai. We have Nick Verreos here.
Hey.
And, he's from Project Runway. You have some books we just talked about. Where can they get the books?
They can go on Amazon, amazon.com. Just put my name in, Nick Verreos. You'll see all the books, from pageant book to learn how to be a designer book.
We were trying to learn some swear words in Venezuelan.
I heard que chévere. Who taught that one? That's
chévere.
good.
We
Our
have
producer Andrea here.
we have the Latina market in the corner over here.
Andrea
Yeah.
Garcia.
Yes.
¿Cómo está?
Sí.
She said, ¿Cómo está?
She's not Filipino. She's not Filipino.
Well, it's similar, right? ¿Cómo
No,
está
no, it's
Filipino?
not.
Say it again. How are you doing?
Yeah, ¿cómo está?
Yeah, ¿Cómo está? It's the same thing as Filipino. ¿Cómo está? Yeah. Sometimes you should listen to me. So what do you like to do when Nick's not designing? Like, what's your thing? Do you paint?
Palm Springs.
Do you go jogging? What do you do?
Oh, exercise. What's that? Okay, I'm going to shock you guys, but it's gardening.
Well, that's awesome. That's not shocking. That's great.
We live in a hill. We have a hilltop house.
Estate.
And we
Let's
overlook
call it an
Dodger
estate.
Stadium
It's
in
an
an area
estate.
of LA that's called Mount Washington. Anyway, unfortunately, our backyard is in a sloping backyard hill, and when we bought the house, it was just a mess. And so I took it upon myself to fix it, and we've been here for almost 10 years. And I got into it.
I didn't know this was a thing.
I understand now when people talk about gardening as being like cathartic and almost like
it's very
yoga,
relaxing.
and
Are you a farmer now?
He's a farmer. Are you growing marijuana? Nick, are you going to Pakalolo? What are you growing? What is it? What are you growing to eat or flowers?
He's landscaping. He's
Succulents.
Oh,
dear.
yeah. So they can't
just
die.
succulents.
Yeah.
Yes, he's just zhuzhing the back
nothing-
area.
Thank you,
Zhuzhing
Brooke.
the back
Exactly.
area.
Yeah. No orange trees or anything like that.
No, but I have a goal, and I told David that I needs me a pool.
Well, your pool's gonna be like slanted. What are you doing?
I know, Lanai. And so listen, I know they can build pools, and I've been to Positano in
Yeah.
Italy,
Yeah, that's
Italy.
right.
Yeah.
They can build some pools
They can
up in
build-
the hills.
yeah, they can-
However, I don't know if we've got the money for them sort of type of pools. So I'm thinking of maybe just a little lap pool above
Cute.
ground.
Yeah.
Or you can just go to Costco and get a Doughboy.
No, we don't.
You're by Dodger Stadium.
We're above that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're in the good part of Dodger Stadium,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
huh?
yeah,
I haven't been there in so long.
Yeah.
So you're
It's nice. It's nice. We get to see like
The
you know, a lot of
fireworks.
fireworks and all of that.
So gardening is your thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, gardening is my thing. That's my relaxation. Yeah.
Where's your favorite restaurants in LA?
Oof.
Favorite restaurants in LA.
Where'd you go for your birthday?
Pasadena.
Where'd you go for your birthday?
Pasadena's awesome.
Yeah, Pasadena's awesome.
Old
I like to
town
go.
Pasadena.
We have
yeah.
Smitty's. We like to go there.
Smitty's.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me write this down.
And
What is it? What kind of
that's
food
about-
is Smitty's?
You know, we're not eating out sort of people, especially now in these last 2 years of COVID. So we just like to take out.
Right.
Yeah.
But
works.
yeah.
Where did you go for your birthday? He had a birthday recently.
Yeah, I went to Pasadena we call it our fancy restaurant. And it's called Smitty's, and you know, they just serve the entrees are just a little more than, you know, what you would normally pay for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
It's nice.
favorite country to travel?
Oof.
Greece.
Well, that's the
Ah,
homeland. That
yeah.
doesn't count.
Yeah, that's the home.
Second
okay, that
favorite.
doesn't count. Other than Greece, favorite country to travel, Italy.
I
Okay.
love Italy.
Yeah, Italy. I
Yeah.
love Italy.
He just
Yeah,
went
and
to
the Amalfi Coast.
Barcelona for
Madrid.
Christmas.
I went to
He
Madrid.
went to Madrid
Yeah.
for
Who
Christmas?
did? Lanai?
Lanai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
I
what
go
did you
to
think?
I go to Italy a lot though. I've been to Barcelona before. I loved Madrid better.
Thank
The
you.
food. I'm a food guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's me too.
Yeah. And I love history.
We went to Madrid. It's just, to me, is more cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
It's just more. It's sort of like the New York, Manhattan, of the two.
And then what's Barcelona, California?
It's more urban. It's more
Urban.
more touristy, but it's not as old. You know where I really like in Greece though, my favorite place of all time, and I've been there maybe 6 times, is Santorini. I just love Santorini.
Hands down. I mean,
Amazing.
we love to go to Mykonos.
Love
but
Mykonos too.
We went to Santorini because, of course, everybody's like, you have to go. But it was so expensive. I believe, it was something like $800 a night. So we could only really afford like really one night, but I think we did 2. But yeah, Santorini, I like to say I'm sure everybody has this thing. You go up there and then you just look at that water and you look at those and you're like, yep, my ashes right there.
Yeah.
Like throw them overboard right there.
Every time I go, there's a little bar that has no name, and it's in EO, and the cool side of town.
That's it.
Yeah, and I sit in this little bar, and I let everyone go walking around for like 6 hours, and I'll drink 2 bottles of wine, just sit in that window. There's a little bar only has 6 tables. I go to the same one every time. And
just
you
watch
drink
and
2
just watch
bottles
the people.
by
I just
yourself?
sit there and drink 2 bottles of wine by the window. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whoever wants to sit with me, I talk story. But it's just one of those places, right? You can just sit for hours.
100%. It's gorgeous. But like I said, we love Mykonos. Like we like to rent a scooter, and then we take the scooter around. You can ride around the airport and then go down sloping hills and then end up at the beach down at the bottom and just spend the whole day and then get back on your scooter, take it back up. And then it's cocktail hour.
It's always it's cocktail day in Mykonos in Greece, right? Yeah, there's so much history over there. So do you come to Hawaii at all?
I do. I haven't been in a long time, but I have 2 amazing experiences. My partner David used to go for work when he was a costume designer, wardrobe. He did a lot of infomercials and he used to film in Hawaii. And so he always would talk about Kauai. Like he went to Kauai and he's like, Nick, you have to come with me. So we went, and the first time we went, we stayed at the Princeville Resort.
Beautiful.
Before it was the 4 Seasons,
Right,
I
right.
guess, right? And I loved it. I gagged. I loved it because they were about to shut it down
Yeah.
to make it the 4 Seasons.
Seasons, yeah.
But that's why I loved it, because I walked in there and it was like walking into the set of Scarface. it was so old school with the piano and the gaudy
and the marble
decor,
and the
marble.
Yeah.
And I was like, where is Michelle Pfeiffer? I loved it. And then we went back, and because we loved it so much, we decided several years later to come back. And this time we stayed at the Four Seasons. We splurged. It was so expensive. I'm sure you guys know.
$2,000 a night.
I did not. It was the worst experience of our lives.
Really?
Yes. In fact, it was so bad. And David would never do this. We went on Yelp, honey.
Oh, no.
It was a Yelp disaster.
Oh, no.
Because they
sternly worded emails.
It was, for $1,000 a night, I'm not asking you to like spray Evian water in my face, but
it would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Come give me a massage before I go to bed.
At least the view is still there.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
Let me ask you this. What do you think of our designers in Hawaii, and what do you think of all the Hawaiian styles? Now these guys are getting popular now.
Yes, they are. And, we've had some on Project Runway, in fact, as well. And I think, that's why Project Runway is such a good venue for designers that, want to have a larger stage to show. But I think it's wonderful, especially now, because we're living in an age where I think designers now really want to showcase their individuality and a lot of their where they come from,
culture,
and I think that's what makes Hawaiian designers unique. That there is that they have that special something that you really can't find elsewhere.
Right.
Did you go to Fashion Week in New York was it last week or the week before?
It was last week. I did not. I was here.
We had two designers this year. Lotus and Lime, my good friends, were there, which is kind of cool because they have a little different vibe. It's Hawaii, but it's Big Island Japanese Hawaii because the roots are from Hawaii, working on the plantations. But it's so unique, isn't it? You like the Hawaiian prints?
I absolutely love the Hawaiian prints. I love the history, like you said, the sort of multiculturalness of it, because you have so many different, you have the Polynesian, the Melanesian, you have the Filipino, you have the Korean, the Japanese. All of that is just thrown in there. And that's what I love. But especially, I love prints.
Yeah. So, when he designs for me, designs for me, he's always like, you're a pineapple princess heiress, and I'm going to make this dress for you. Like you're just coming out, from your little hale on the beach, but you have thousands of dollars of pearls on, and you're just going into the Miss Universe
pageant. You make a
pageant.
story while you're designing.
Oh, no, I give Brooke a mood board. When I put on her gown, I'm like, okay, so you're sitting in your veranda, in your
lanai,
your gorgeous lanai, in your home in Kauai, and you're just sitting out there, and it's all white fences, and you're sitting out there. And
oh my God, all done, Nick, I'm gagging.
Yeah.
I mean, all done, and then orchids all over
idea.
you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I think I have to go to a party. There you go.
I like how you explain that. I like that he uses the word "I'm gagging." I've never heard anyone use that.
You're at a drag club. They say it all the time.
Yeah, but they say it when they're doing something else.
Oh.
Well, this is YouTube, right?
It is on YouTube. Thank the Lord above that it is.
So when are you coming here again?
Soon. I'm gonna have to ask my husband.
Have you
book the ticket as soon as possible?
Have you guys ever done a Hawaii style theme on the show, or Polynesian challenge?
Oh wow. I don't think we have.
You got to add one.
Now, as a consulting producer, if we have a 20th season,
and then you have Brooke on as one of the guest judges.
You'll have a 20th season.
Have Brooke Leon as one of the guest judges for that segment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
See how
so
he did
funny.
That
what?
I want to come when you tape.
Okay.
All right.
See how he did that?
All right.
Yeah.
Nick, tell everybody your Instagram and your website, and where can they find you?
My Instagram is my name, Nick Verreos, NickVerreos. That's my Instagram. Twitter is my name and the number 1. You can find me on Facebook as well.
You can't have favorites, right? On all of the seasons. You can't
choose.
You don't have people that you're just like, oh, that's my boo.
I know. They're all, I can't, especially now as a consulting producer. I love them all. They all call me Uncle Nicky.
Aww.
And which is really sweet. And so they all, and unfortunately now I get there and they all confide in me and tell me that they learned how to how to do fashion from watching my
The
YouTube
YouTubes.
videos.
Oh, everybody go watch his YouTube video. We haven't done rapid
Yeah.
questions. You want to do some rapid questions?
Sure.
Yeah. You ready? We're just gonna fire out some questions. And
I don't
you
even
just,
know
Okay.
what this
You can
is.
just answer them, one word or one
Oh,
sentence.
this is your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our thing.
Well, whatever. Okay.
It's our thing.
Okay. It's our thing.
All right. Favorite cereal, Nick?
I knew he was going to say that.
Fruit Loops.
He's like, well, he was singing. He's like, did I?
Yeah, you almost did the
How on the nose
Shaka
can
Khan.
that be?
Did I?
Shaka
Should I
Khan.
say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Favorite time of day?
Ooh, favorite time of day, cocktail hour.
Of course.
8 p.m.
Of course.
Favorite old school movie?
Ooh, favorite old school movie. Oh, wow. Casablanca.
Okay. Wardrobe yet again.
Casablanca.
Yep. Ingrid Bergman, Humphrey Bogart, that white suit. Oh,
Favorite cuisine?
That's a good
favorite
one.
cuisine. Oh, I've got two: Persian and Ethiopian.
Would not have picked that
Really?
at all.
Really? That's it.
And the Venezuelans
oh, Thai.
Venezuelans, Venezuelans are going to come for you. Not
Yes,
saying
three. Sorry, Thai food. Oh my
Wow.
God,
Okay.
chicken lab. Oh,
Chicken Labrador? What is it? Chicken Lab? Chicken Larb?
It's your
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Favorite candy?
Ooh, interesting.
oh, favorite candy. See, I'm not a candy person, but I would say, does Twix count?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a
Okay,
great
Twix,
candy.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Now this is gonna get hard for a second because it's not women's designer. What's your favorite men's designer right now?
Favorite men's designer. Well,
Drawing a blank.
it was Virgil Abloh
Of
of Louis
course,
Vuitton
of
for
course.
menswear.
May
Yeah.
he rest in peace.
May he
Forever.
rest in peace.
Yes.
Correct.
All right. Did you have a question? No. Oh, I can't read that.
Oh, you texted.
Yeah, she's give me more Venezuelan words.
Oh,
Let me finish this first, and I try to read that. Oh, it's for the game. Okay, wait. Let me get this. For you.
oh, it's a Venezuelan question.
Arepas or
Arepas.
cachapas?
Oh my God. They're both great, but arepas.
Arepas,
Yes,
always.
What
for
is
sure.
it?
And I make them really good. Just
Yes,
ask
you do.
David. I make arepas really good.
She's
What is it?
practically a
Harina pan.
madrigal.
What is that? What is it?
It's like a,
Harina pan is the. Oh, what is an
Empanada?
arepa?
Flat.
Go ahead, Brooke.
isn't it like a arepas is the flat?
Like an empanada?
No.
Bread?
Yeah, it's the. It's
Yeah.
stuffed
Mon-
though. It
monopoly?
has
It's like a Venezuelan pita.
pita.
Oh, pita.
Yeah,
Like a-
but it has
Yeah, like a
filling.
pita,
But it
like a
has
pita.
filling in
Venezuelan
it because
pita. You put
pitas
cheese, you
Yeah.
can put shredded meat, shredded chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
arepas.
You know what I've been eating a lot lately? Persian Japanese food. Peruvian Japanese food.
I don't even know what that is.
Peruvian. Yeah, it's called.
That's huge. You know, that's huge.
It's
That's
called
big.
It's
yeah.
called quina. There's a name for it. It's like a short word like
Weird.
that. But if you go to San Francisco, and there's like 5 new restaurants that popped up, and they're all
Mm-hmm.
amazing. 'Cause
Peruvian, Japanese.
Yeah, the Japanese after the war, a lot of them escaped and
A
ran
lot of them
to-
escaped, and they
to
went.
Peru.
In fact, Fujimori, President,
Yes.
former
Yeah, was
President
from-
Fujimori,
Yes.
and his daughter was also President Peru. So there's a large Japanese contingency
In
in Peru,
Peru.
but the
Food
largest
is
Japanese
awesome.
contingency outside of Japan is where? Where do you guys think it is?
Gardena, California.
Close. Close.
Brazil.
Oh yeah. That's
Really?
That's why the food. Because the
I
food.
had no idea.
It was after the war.
Yep. And it's so funny to meet
That's
them
right.
and see them because they are, they're Japanese,
Right.
but the tan, honey.
Yeah.
There's the
And then they open their
they're-
mouth.
and they're
And there's-
wearing, and
and
we
they're-
all think of Japanese culture and very demure
Respectful,
or
yeah.
conservative, but Brazilian Japanese, honey, you've got the bandeau top, the size like a teeny tiny thing, and I mean it's like
Really?
it's all Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta go.
I had no
Nick,
idea.
this has been fun. I'm so glad you took out time for
Thanks
us.
for coming on the show, Bessie.
Congratulations
I love you.
on all of your success, and I hope to meet you one day here when you come to Hawaii,
Or when he comes to LA.
or when I go to LA. I'm
He
in
does
LA like
pop-ups
every
all the
month.
time,
Yeah,
so-
come. You gotta come to one of my dinners.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Oh,
I'll
you
be
know
right
what?
there.
My
Thank
next
you
dinner-
guys. This has been a blast.
Nick, my next dinner's in LA at Yamashiro on top of the hill.
Ooh, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll send you a message in the DMs. And
Done.
we'll remember now Polynesian print for the next season of Project Runway.
There we go. That's all we
Ladies,
got.
do.
it's Nick and gentlemen, it's Nick. Thank you guys for joining us. Follow us on Instagram. I was going to say something else. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Mahui ho.
Bye.
Bye.
It's a Hawaii thing. Whoa, it's a